Only the true heir can lift the crystal trident. What happened next will shock you. Tale from beneath the sea. In the farthest part of the deep blue sea, beyond the glowing trenches and the sleeping volcanoes of the ocean floor, there lived a poor mermaid named Nora. Her tail was pale silver, not bright like the other mermaids. Her fins were small, her shell necklace broken, and her voice, though sweet, was often drowned by the mockery of others. She lived with her mother, Nellie, in a small coral cave where seaweed grew like grass around them. They had little to eat, only soft pearls and baby clams the ocean brought their way. Every morning, as the kingdom bells of Okonom, the great mermaid city, echoed through the waters, Nora would swim to the school of young mermaids. But instead of welcoming her, they laughed. "Look at her tail. So dull and dry," shouted one. "She smells like the dead corals," giggled another. Even Princess Rita, the queen's proud daughter, would sneer. Poor Nora, the daughter of nobody. Nora would swim away silently, hiding her tears behind her long hair that flowed like drifting sea threads. But little did they know, the ocean had kept a secret. The hidden bloodline. Long before Nora was born, the king of Okonom, mighty King Amon, ruled the seven waters with a trident made of lightning coral and crystal pearls. He was wise, brave, and loved by all. But one night, during the war between the sea serpents of the west and the merfolk of the east, the king was wounded. He swam weakly to the dark side of the sea, where no royal dared to go. There, he met a poor healer mermaid, Nellie. She used her sea herbs and jellyfish light to heal him. They fell in love, secretly. The king promised to return, but he never did. He was killed in battle. And from that secret love, Nora was born, the hidden princess of Okonom. But no one knew. Not even Nellie told her daughter the truth. The day of emergency. Every 1,000 tides, the ceremony of emergency is held in the great palace of shining pearls. It is the day when the heir to the throne must prove their royal blood by lifting the ancestral trident of crystal, known as Epic Nom, before the eyes of the ocean spirits. The law was clear. Only the true daughter of the king can lift it. Any other who dares shall be swallowed by the abyss. On that day, the entire kingdom gathered. Schools of fish shimmered around. Jellyfish lit the ocean floor. The queen, Queen Annie, sat on her golden throne made of sea bones and moon shells. Her daughter, Princess Rita, stood proudly beside her, dressed in coral rubies and sea diamonds. Then came Nora, the poor mermaid. The crowd gasped. What is she doing here? She dares to appear among royals. Throw her out. But the spirit guardians of the sea commanded silence. The shell drums stopped. The current froze. The ancient voice of the deep oracle echoed through the waters. Every daughter of the ocean shall try. The true heir will be known by strength, not status. The test of the trident. Princess Rita went first. She smiled confidently, her fins glimmering. She placed her hand on the ancestral trident. The ocean trembled. She tried to lift it, but it didn't move. She grunted, her face twisting, but the trident stood still, rooted in the coral floor. The crowd murmured. The queen looked nervous but kept her face calm. Next came Nora. The poor mermaid swam slowly, her long hair floating behind her like waves. The crowd laughed softly. She will embarrass herself. Her fins can't even lift a shell. But Nora said nothing. She placed her soft hand on the trident. Suddenly, the ocean roared. Light burst from the seabed, shaking every rock and coral. The trident glowed, rising on its own as if greeting its master. Nora's eyes turned bright blue like deep sapphire, her tail began to shine brighter than all others combined. The spirits of the sea swam in circles above her, chanting. The blood of the king has awakened. The queen screamed in disbelief. Impossible. That girl, that poor girl cannot be. But the deep oracle rose from the ground in a swirl of bubbles and lightning, his ancient voice echoing. She is the daughter of King Amon, the true heir of the seven seas. The entire kingdom bowed in shock. Princess Rita fell to her knees, crying, her crown sinking into the sand. The transformation. The trident floated above Omalika, spinning in light. It touched her forehead gently, and instantly, her old fins melted into a royal silver tail lined with diamond scales. Her necklace reformed into a golden chain with the emblem of the royal crest. Her eyes gleamed like the moonlit sea. The voice of her late father echoed from the deep. My daughter, you were hidden so you could rise at the right time. Let the ocean know your name, Nora the First, Queen of the Pure Waters. The sea thundered in joy. The fishes sang. The shells cracked open, releasing pearls that danced in the water. Nora turned to her mother, who was weeping softly. She held her hands and said, Mother, you are no longer a nobody. The ocean knows who you are. The queen, now trembling, bowed her head and said, Forgive me, Your Majesty. But Nora smiled. The ocean forgives. I am not here to punish, but to reign with love. The rise of the true queen. From that day, Nora ruled Okonom with grace and strength. She rebuilt the broken corals, freed the imprisoned sea spirits, and restored peace among the ocean clans. She created new laws where no mermaid would ever be mocked for being poor again. The sea glowed brighter under her reign. Every night, the moonlight reflected through the water like diamonds, and the fish sang songs of the forgotten princess who rose from nothing. And it was said that, whenever storms shake the sea, Nora's voice can still be heard, soft, strong, and royal, whispering to every mermaid who feels small. You may be hidden now, but the ocean never forgets its true child. Moral of the story. Never look down on anyone. The stone you reject may be the crystal that crowns the sea. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Did this story touch you? What do you think about the story? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more powerful folktales that will take you deep into the world beneath the sea.